Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today we are going to be trialling out the 15-minute oil cleanse technique to see if we can loosen and remove any of those pore blockages, any of those sebum plugs without any irritation whatsoever. I first heard about this routine from a subscriber who contacted me over on Instagram to say that she'd seen another YouTuber do this and wanted to get my thoughts on it. And my first initial thought was, 15 minutes? 15 minutes is a really long time to be massaging your face and just isn't manageable on a daily basis. But I completely got it wrong. Once I went over to Nai's channel on YouTube, the LA Beautyologist, and I will link her channel below. She's absolutely fantastic. She is also a qualified and registered esthetician like myself, very, very knowledgeable in her field. So once I'd seen the process, I realized that this is not something that you are going to be doing on a daily basis. This is something to do as and when you need it. And I really wanted to give it a go. Now, when I was first trained during the facial process, we were trained to do extractions before a relaxing facial massage. But I completely understand why this would be absolutely fantastic, and I haven't tried it yet. I've been saving it up so that I can share it with all of you. Now, this is primarily going to suit anybody with an oily skin, so I'm wondering if this is actually going to work on somebody with a dry skin, but we're gonna find that out today. Now, I purposefully haven't used any AHAs or BHA products for a while, so hopefully I will have some sebum plugs or skin congestion that will be released and removed during the cleansing massage process. So we're going to get straight into it. Before I do though, please make sure you have liked, you have subscribed, and you've hit on that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 PM London time, and I'm also on Instagram if you want to check that out. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. So firstly, I'm going to use the Drunk Elephant Slaai Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser as my superficial cleanse, just to melt all of the makeup that I've got on my face, all of the debris, and get rid of all the bacteria. I'm just going to make sure that we've got a clean face before we go in for the deep cleanse, where I'm going to be doing the facial massage for 15 minutes. So I'm going to take some of this product, and then after I've used this and done the superficial cleanse, I'm going to use an oil cleanser that's more suitable for my skin type. I've just recently done a video all about that subject. I will link it up here for you because there is an oil cleanser suitable for absolutely everybody. You just have to find it, but you need to know what to look for. So go and watch that one after you've seen this, and hopefully it'll help you out pick the right one for your skin type. So I've just melted the butter cleanser into my hand, so it's turned into an oil. And then on a dry skin, which is really, really important, and also a couple of years ago I did an oil cleanser video. I think it was called How to Cleanse Your Face, Are You Doing It Right? Or How to Use an Oil Cleanser, Are You Doing It Wrong? Something like that. Anyway, go and check that out. I'll also link that up here for you. So I'm using a little bit of pressure, but I'm not dragging the skin. Really, really upsets me when I get comments in the comment section saying, oh gosh, you're really dragging your skin. If you want to cleanse your skin properly, you cannot cleanse your skin without touching it. You do need to add a nice amount of pressure, but have enough product on your hand so that you're actually gliding over the skin. You're not dragging it. So once you've massaged the skin for a good minute, I'm going to rinse my hands off using some water, which I have my Nan's bowl that she used to bake in. She's no longer with us anymore, but always makes me smile when I see this bowl. So this is the most important part of oil cleansing. If you are oil cleansing and you're just wiping it off with a damp cloth, you are going to remove some of it, but you're not going to remove all of it. You need to emulsify the oil, and the process of emulsifying the oil is turning it into a milky fluid, which will then allow it to be removed from the skin thoroughly. So just going to add damp hands on my face and turn this into a milk. And I'm just going to massage that for around about 30 seconds, carrying on wetting my hands. And then I'm going to splash my face and remove the whole thing with water from my bowl. And once that's been removed, I just dry my skin using a towel or a cloth. If you're using quite an abrasive towel, just pat. But this one is such a beautiful cloth. Now, I've not removed this as well as I normally would do over the sink because it was a little bit cumbersome using my nan's bowl, not gonna lie. So as you can see, my skin wasn't completely clean. Partially that was down to me not rinsing my face properly because I'm using a bowl rather than my sink, but the other reason is that I did have quite a lot of makeup on my skin, and this is the exact reason why you should always double cleanse in the evening, just to get rid of all that SPF, get rid of all that dirt, that grime, and the makeup. So really important to double cleanse. For the second cleanse, I'm going to use an oil that will be beneficial for my specific needs and my skin type. So the oil that I've chosen is actually the same oil that Nai used within her video, and it's the Deep Cleansing Oil by DHC. This is absolutely fantastic, and it's full of oleic acid, which is very beneficial for anybody with a dry skin. Again, if you haven't seen the how to pick an oil cleanser that's going to be the best for your specific skin type video, it's not called that, by the way, that's really long-winded, but I will link it in the description box for you as well so you can check that out. Okay, so I'm going to apply 2 or 3 pumps of this. That should be ample cleansing oil to do this process, and I'm just going to pat that on the face to begin with. Again, you need to be giving yourself a generous amount of pressure without tugging the skin, and the amount of product that you have on your fingertips and on your hands will really allow that to happen, so your fingers will glide over the skin really effortlessly. So in Nai's video, she does mention that you may actually have to do this process for a good 5 or 10 minutes before you feel any of the sebum plugs within your pores start to loosen and release. So we're just going to carry on just nicely massaging the face and see what sort of gunk we get out. Gross, but it's true. So like I said earlier, the superficial cleanse is to get rid of all this surface dirt, whereas the deep cleanse is to really cleanse deep down in the pore and get all of the impurities out. So really, really beneficial process. And I always recommend an oil cleanser at least for the first cleanse. Well, facial massage is also very, very beneficial because it aids lymphatic drainage. It also increases the blood flow to your face, which can give you that really flushed, youthful look. And it also relaxes all the muscles. So if you've had an incredibly stressful day, this might be the perfect day to actually try this technique out. I usually do my oil cleanse whilst I'm in the bath rather than stood over the sink. So it's much more of a relaxing process. So next time I do this, I'll have Netflix on or YouTube, get comfortable, and just keep on massaging the skin. It's really quite nice. So I've actually only been massaging my face for about 5 minutes and I'm already feeling some grittiness. You won't have been watching me for a full 5 minutes, by the way. I don't expect you to watch me massage my face for a full 15 minutes, so this will be edited down. But I am starting to feel a little bit of grittiness on my fingertips, which may be dead skin or it may be sebum plugs, I don't know. So right on the tip of my finger, I hope you can see that, is a little sebum plug, which is white with a slight black end. There you go, you can see that now. Little bit of a plug. So we've released that without having to squeeze, without any irritation whatsoever. and I can feel quite a bit more loosening as well, which is, I didn't think I would have that much success because I have dry skin, so I don't have very many sebum plugs to begin with. I don't have a lot of skin congestion, so this primarily works best on anybody with an oilier skin because the oil loosens the plugs and the massage allows it to come to the surface and be released. But definitely having some success. So I've been massaging my skin now for around about 15 minutes, which is the recommended amount of time. And every time I've felt something gritty on my finger, I've popped it on the palm of my hand because the palms of my hand don't actually touch my face when I'm doing the massage. So I'm going to show you what is actually on the palm of my hand. And this isn't all of it because some of it is still on my skin. I can still feel a few gritty bits on my skin that I haven't been able to pop on the palm of my hand, especially on my forehead. So let me just show you what I've got. Look at all those little dots. That's what's been released from my skin. Now some of that will be dead skin cells. Not all of it will be sebum plugs or blackheads, but I know, I'm sorry, it's really gross, isn't it? But you know, this is what can be achieved with no squeezing and irritation whatsoever. So I'm really, really pleased with the results. Really pleased. So I'm going to wet my hands and just do the emulsification process on my face again. I covered myself in water last time, so I'm just trying to be more careful. So you can see straight away that oil is going into a milky fluid. I'm just massaging that to make sure that all the oil has been emulsified. And then I'm going to rinse it from my skin. So that's it. That is the 15-minute oil cleansing massage routine. There isn't any specific movements you need to do. Just carry on with a nice, sturdy but gentle massage, and whatever needs to come out, if it's going to, will do during that process. My skin feels absolutely amazing now. A huge, huge thank you to the subscriber that contacted me about this process, and also a huge thank you to Nye at LA Beautyologist for inspiring this video. I again will link her channel in the description box. Do go and check her out. She is absolutely amazing. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.